The truth and the next and the wrong. Listen to my explanation. It's Johnny what? That's a system. Cause not little youth.
Take my joy from me. What a smile. To sing a melody. To shout. In the wind. I would have felt like crying. To me, just seems so wrong. It was yesterday. I saw the sun shine. I couldn't see the light. That was yesterday. Today I'm gonna smile. Today I will be free. Today I'm gonna shout. Today I'm gonna dance in the wind. Today I'm gonna live. Today I'm gonna live. Some people get hurt. And you feel so whoa, that was yesterday. Yesterday. The system could fool me. Not to fool me. Whoa, but that was yesterday. I wasn't figure among them, but today I can smile. Today I'm gonna laugh out loud. Today I will be free. Today I'm gonna sing a melody. Shout. Today I'm gonna dance in the wind. Today I'm gonna live. All I did felt so useless, and my voice was so hopeless, and I just walked away. I felt so lonely, didn't have no one to hold me. No, but that was yesterday. When everyone I rebuke. Today I'm gonna smile. Today I'm gonna laugh out loud. Today I will be free. Today I'm gonna sing a melody. Them can't get me irate. No situation I go take away my fears. No hidden system I go use me like waves. My pain is history, my joy of the gift. Them can't kill me out with the heavy and hate. See they can't take my joy. Sing it out, they can't take my joy. Chant it out, they can't take my joy. Well we know they can't take my joy. Not today, not today. Not today, no, not today. Can't take my joy away. I love it. Y'all just say. Today I'm gonna shout. Today I'm gonna dance in the wind. Today I'm gonna live.
Good night to you. My name's Sheldon Scott here with you up until the hour of 10 o'clock. Let me say a special good night to all of you under the live. So good night to you and Missy Shamanda Gentle, Carl Jones, Kathleen Ledlow, Roy Jacketman. Yes, good night. Wilfred Antoine, Jacinta Livingston, Marlin Panchu, Gavin Thomas. Happy birthday to you, Gavin. All right, Phyllis Mitchell, Sherma Jeremiah, yourself and Zayla. Good night to you. And Andrews, Janice Mitchell, Anne-Marie Celestine Grant, Dominic Leroy, Jen, good night to you, Alban Harris, Baby Daddy, Michelle Alexander, Matthew Bowen, Clive Raymond, Maud Martin, Kashima Roberts, Alcy Peters, good night to all of you, Errol Bonaparte, Agnes Henry, Stephanie John, Janice Mitchell, Christine Otley, Marilyn Ferguson, let me see, yes, okay, that was an audio problem, Maria Noel, Chief Camahon, good night, bro. Jerome Lewis, Vanessa Lalji, Adrian Watch, Jillian Williams, and Eliza Bernard, Lona Lolo Williams. Good night to you. Yes, indeed. Hermina Batiste, Mark Felix. Good night. Ron Julian, Janice Mitchell, Agnes Henry, Dominic Antwine, Alcy Peters. Right. So, hey, Sandra Pascal, good night to you. Azalea, good night. Zoe, good night to each and every one of you. Dennis Bain, good night to you. Those of you on the YouTube, a special good night to the listeners via Noise Radio 94.9 out there in Brooklyn. Those of you joining us in Grenada via 91.9, we say a special good night to you as well. Those of you on Facebook, Peter Lewis, Susan Steele, Winnie Simon, Maudlin Bartholomew, Susan, no, that said Susan already, Nakisha Jones, Dennis Fabrio, Davis Charles, Ingrid Bourne, Diana Robney, Errol Bonaparte, Sonny Isle, yeah, I. Fletcher, Teresa Collymore, Nursey, Wendy Ann Maguire, Zucklin Barry, Cindy Charles, Olive McEwen, Charmaine Thomas, McLean Mitchell, Davis Charles, Junior George, Jakeem Williams, and Jackson, Annette Sincere, adorable Kathy Gilbert Levine. Good night, cuz. Roy Lewis, Everard Prescott, Olive McQueen, Dixie and Victor, Christine Adams, cuz, what's up with you? Yeah, William, what a cousin I have, eh? Lorna Williams, Linda Georgian, good cousin too. Laslyn Douglas, Teresa, Buddy Frederick, Evelyn Narayan, and Etta Batiste, Cicely Celestine, Rodney Barry, yeah, just making sure there. So I think everybody should be hearing. Yeah, I think everybody should be hearing properly right now. All right. Yeah, I'm wondering if it is I'm wondering if it's the internet that's giving that problem, because I am beginning to think it's not originating in the studio. I'm beginning to think that problem is not originating in the section, and I'm not going to repeat it. No, I want you all to go there and listen to it after. So I'm not going to do you the favor and repeat everything that Jenny said on that program today. All I would say is some very interesting questions were posed, and I think it's important that you all go and listen at the end. Yeah, after we finish here, go and make sure you listen, like, and share the program as well. Yeah, look for Simon Says on Facebook, look for Simon Says on YouTube, and so make sure you like it both places. So when you have your device, you have your mobile device, and so once you subscribe, and let me tell you why we ask people to subscribe to the Facebook and to the YouTube, to follow the Facebook page itself, the Talking Points Facebook page, the Simon Says Facebook page, the Classroom Facebook page, the Buzz Facebook page, and the various YouTube pages associated with these programs as well. When you subscribe on YouTube, anytime the page goes live, it could be like, for instance, if you subscribe to Talking Points, when you subscribe, every time and you click the bell icon, there's a little bell next to it, you have to click that and say all. Every time we go live, you would get a notification on your phone that Talking Points is live. So whether it's with the night program or we are broadcasting something else that's taking place, you can just click on the bell icon and it would give you all the notifications from now until. All right, the same with the Simon Says YouTube page. And if you follow the page on Facebook, any of the pages on Facebook, once they go live, you get a message saying that the page has gone live. So that's why it's important to follow the pages. So follow the Talking Points page. You'll see the option there. Follow the Talking Points page. Follow the Simon Says. Follow the Buzz. Follow the Classroom. Make sure you follow those pages. Good night to you, Joyce, out there in Trinidad. Follow the pages. Yeah. And also, like and subscribe and share. Yeah, like, subscribe, and share. Right? Make sure you share the page as well. Because I realized over the past few nights and so, we've been seeing a lot of them coming under the live and trying to distract you. And let me say this to you. It is a strategy that's being used by the opponent. They think if they come in and they attack myself individually, that it will pull us away from talking about the issue that we are talking about at that particular point in time, and that we will start to defend me. Now, I'll say this to you. A personal attack on me proves that whatever we're discussing at that point in time, they have no response for. Since they cannot deal with the message, they will attack the messenger. They cannot deal. So when we speak about the travesty that's taking place in relation to the arbitration that should have been allowed to continue, you will hear them start to attack the messenger. They can't come and say that anything that we are saying on the program is wrong. They can't say that we are lying. They can't say that we are not truthful. So they will attack the messenger. Don't bother to defend me. Let them say what they want to say. I know, for instance, my good friend Antonito, he does always say, sue them and all this kind of thing. Let me tell you something. They're going to talk. They're going to say things. Yeah? But they're trying to get us off of the issues. Let us try our best to remain on the issues. For instance, when we speak about that issue with the Kimpton Kawana Hotel, that CBI project there, the fact that the government of Grenada was taken to court, and in my personal belief, I believe that had the New National Party won the last general election, knowing full well that they would have lose this case and had to pay damages, and so did I drop the case. They definitely would have dropped the case. But they realized they get a fish head and they ain't allergic to seafood. So what do you think they're going to do with the fish head when they get it? Yeah? They get a fish head. So once they get a fish head and they're not allergic to seafood, they're going to eat it. Yeah? They get some nice slice of tuna. Right? They're not allergic to seafood. They're going to eat it. Just now hunting season go open, and so for those people that like wild meat, yeah, they catch a goatee. So what they're going to do? They're going to eat it. Right? So they find a group of individuals who may or may not have interaction with them. But we're going to say this. When it comes to the conflict of interest, it is clear. It's not supposition. It's not we think. We can tell you that definitely there is the appearance there of a conflict, various conflicts of interest when it comes to that. Because I cannot understand how you can have at least 3 people that were involved in helping make that decision, the final decision to not drop the case because Grenada didn't bring the case, but not to defend the case and just to pay. Yeah? Even at the reduced figure. The company who is being paid 22 million US. From what we're hearing, 22 million US. That's what they're being paid. The company invested into Grenada 18 million US. Not 18 million US, 18 million EC, Eastern Caribbean dollars. So they invested 18 million Eastern Caribbean dollars into the project where the Flamboyant used to be. You know, you explain for people. Where the Flamboyant used to be there, the big thing on the beach there, right. They invested 18 million EC dollars into that project. If they put a little more was after the last thing that I see in relation to it. So at the point in time that I know, it was 18 million EC. Your government has decided to settle with these people and pay them, the developers we're speaking about here, let's get it clear, the developers, True Blue Development Limited or whatever, if they are limited or whatever, right, or incorporated, but True Blue Development, they are going to pay, government is going to pay that company and the individuals associated with it 22 million US. All right? We are going to pay. When government say they're paying, that means we paying. All of us paying that. Right? So we're paying that. That is the situation. That is the situation that we are in right now. But they keep dancing around the fact that you have 214 investors that have paid collectively $56 million into that project as well, who, when we listen to Mr. Richard Duncan, he says that they are going to repay those people. Now, those people are CBI investors. They invested into that project expecting a return. So they ain't just put their money to say, I like Grenada here, look, 250,000 US. No. We're talking US here. Remember, these people only paid, the developers only paid 18 million EC. Collectively, this is a different group of people now. The investors have paid 214 of them, not 1, not 10, not 50, not 20. Because initially when I was hearing about the investors, I was thinking, well, you probably have about 50 people there or 30 or something like that. Yeah, just a 30, a 50 or so on. And then you realize that, no, it's 214 people that you're speaking about here. And collectively, because remember, Grenada's CBI program, initially the investment in the real estate component was 350,000 US. And you had several people that paid at that level and invested into the project. Then it was lowered to 250,000 US. And then you have a lot of people that paid at that level. So you have some people that have to receive, they have to get back 250,000 US. Some people have to get back 350,000 US. These people who paid that money to become part of Grenada's CBI program will be allowed to keep the passport but get back their money. And not just get back their money, but get back their money and then some. Because they made an investment. You're talking interest on that money. You're also talking they're getting back their money at the market value of the property which is being seized by the government of Grenada. And that property has gone up in value. It ain't gone down. It gone up in value. A lot of money has been spent on that facility. So it means, therefore, that if the entire facility was worth 10 million before, it's now worth a lot more than that because you've developed it. You've built structures, you've put in infrastructure and so on. You've put in your conduits for cable and electricity and water, internet, all of that. They've put that in under the ground and so on. They've put in these things. They've built up different structures and so it's to complete what has been done there now. So that has to be taken into consideration when coming up with the market value, because the Land Acquisition Act, the Constitution of Grenada, speaks to this. They must be paid at the current value of the property, which is why Mr. Duncan, when he was speaking last week Sunday, was speaking about getting a valuation, getting an idea of how much they will have to pay out to these people. But for some reason, Mr. Richard Duncan, the Prime Minister, Ms. Claudette Joseph, all of them keep dancing around the fact that you're speaking about separate to the developer 214 individual investors and 56 million US that you're going to have to find and pay. They keep dancing around that. We're not hearing them saying to everyone that, hey, this is how much you're going to have to pay. Right? Something definitely has to be wrong with this equation. Even if they said the property increased in value and they put 18 million EC in and they got back 22 million EC, I may have had a sort of understanding as to how they got to that figure. But from what I've been picking up, it's 22 million US after they put in 18 million EC. And the chairman of the CBI board, his bank were the bankers of the company. That's Cooperative Bank. When he was the manager there, they had their account there already. At least that's what I'm picking up. So in my mind, that says conflict of interest. If your bankers are the persons to make the decision as to whether you get 22 million US after you spend 18 million EC, although they're no longer the bankers, let me make that clear. They have retired from the bank and so on, but they would have connections with the bank still, definitely. They've retired from the bank as the manager of the bank and so on. But remember, they have to make the decision now of a client of that bank getting money, additional money. Which banker go say, nah boy, me ain't letting them get our money. Right? But that's not all. You have Mr. Henry Joseph, who did the accounts of that company as well. And he was another one of the persons making a decision as to whether or not that company should get that money. And he's the accountant. He's the one that does say, well, look, we have X amount of money here and equity is this. And yeah, he's the man. His company is doing the accounting on behalf of that entity. Again, conflict of interest. Not conflicts, conflict of interest. Then you have an actual staff member of the company that has taken Grenada to court, is placed by this Prime Minister and his cabinet on the board of directors of the company that has taken the company. They have taken Grenada to court and they're placed on the CBI board. So the company actually had direct representation there, although they're not there as a representative of the True Blue development, but they work with the True Blue development. And again, that is wrong. That is wrong. Again, that is conflict of interest. So you're telling me, right? You're telling me that you have three people definitely in a conflict of interest. And before the election, before the appointing of any of these people to those committees and board and subcommittee and all these kind of things, long before that, during the period of the election, you were hearing the rumors, you were hearing the chatter in the street. Well, not in the street, you hear it in the marketplace, the bus terminal, the fish market, everywhere. You was hearing the chatter out there that that same organization and or individuals attached to that organization, and I'm making this as a fair comment, you were hearing within the public space that they had funded the NDC political campaign. So let's put it together. You've been hearing that that company funded the NDC campaign, right? You were hearing that. Whether it's true or not, we were hearing that. And I think we can all agree that that is something, if you're honest with yourself, that we were hearing being said. Now, strange enough, the same company that only paid 18 million as an investment into that project is now being paid 22 million US after paying 18 million EC into that project. So something definitely has to smell. Yeah, it had to smell like after you close the fish market and you pass by the dustbin for the fish market, a little later after, yeah, it's smelling something like that. It's smelling fishy. Yeah? Something does not smell right in Denmark. Yeah? Yeah, we're going Shakespearean on them there. Folks, 440, Harrow, good night to you. Oswald, good night to you. Jillian, good night to you. Hey, Brother Watts, good night to you. And Vesta. Right, folks, 440-7377. That is the number for you to call and get in. Those of you in North America, 347-329-3101. Do not be shy. Give us a call. All right, yeah, 440-7377. Give us a call. Nice, beautiful. I will say in relation to Simon Says today, because I realized somebody asking me, all I will say in relation to Simon Says, go and watch it, and I hope they could answer the questions that Jenny asked. That's all I have to say.
For this
All I would say is Jenny Simon, yeah, she kind of pour gas on them and she light the fire and turn she back.
We breaking all rules with fun, ping-pong and rhyme. If the campaign didn't pass in the yard, they wouldn't have say, oh, me mad bad mood, okay.
So I'm seeing a 6.7 million US is what that company paid to the owners of Flamboyant Hotel, right? That is what they paid to be able to get the property that they developed to the point that it's at right now. That company paid 6.7 million US That was to secure the flamboyant site and the property. Remember that the owl down to the bottom, the restaurant and so conference room and thing. So to secure all of that, they paid 6.7 million US, right? To secure that facility so that they can then develop it to what it is right now, right? And now they are being paid 22 million US. How that could be? They pay 6.7 million, right? US for the property. They paid, my goodness, man, these people getting serious. No, man. Yes, and I agree with one of the listeners. They're saying you can only get a return on investment after a business is in operation. There is no need to return the money paid by CBI applicants. And I'm wondering why they're doing that. Why are they paying back the individual investors? Because again, I'm telling you, we're speaking no less than 56 million is US, is what we're speaking about there. We've got a caller online. Good night.
Hey, good night, Brother Sheldon.
All right, go right ahead.
Brother Sheldon, and when you look at this government, to find money for the poor class of people, it always become a problem for the government. Right? It's a problem for the government because they could always find money for the big men, the friends, right? But you have people that work and up now they can't pay them. They can't find money, right? But anyone they want to find for the friends, they could find the Brother Sheldon. And when you look at the government, what the government did, they put the people in position to help the people, help the big friends. But the small man and the poor class of people in the country that were getting a little kakada, right? And they took out the 150 from the people who were getting seed money. The faith-based worker that work in sanitize and keeping the greater people, the greater Kakabiti Martin healthy in school when they were going to return back to school. They can't find money for them, but they could find money for the friends who help them. You know the government operating like? You scratch me back. When I reach a position, I scratch back and back. But they do it in the expense of the poor people of the country who labor, who work hard to bring the country where it is at present. Brother Sheldon, this is unfair. This is unfair because you have where people need you to look out for them, need you to help them, but you're turning back on them and helping your friend and them who help you. But I do ask the government, is it not the poor class, some of the poor class of people who vote for them? They vote for them to win the election. So it is fitting for you to reach out and help, but you turn your back on them and you're helping your friend. So you could do what you want now. And then when close the election, they go come and bribe them and give them all the money and say, brother and sister, I love you. Brother Sheldon, this government will go down in history as the most corrupt government that ever passed in the Caribbean. In the Caribbean. Brother Sheldon, I look at something. I remember before election, you have people that are working on 2 and 3 projects, and the citizens say nothing going on. No project taking place in the country. But Sheldon, if you look at the project now that is still in progress, all the projects are going to write an NMP project. So I will ask myself a question. The nothing project that were going on, but I never know NMP have any project named the nothing project. But this is saying nothing going on. So the same nothing project now that was going on before, it becomes something now. So Brother Sheldon, have a better day.
All right, thank you very much, caller. 4407377. That's 4407377. And let me see. I want to see if I can get to somebody, here, because I'm still trying to understand. No, you will understand under the Land Acquisition Act, you have to pay people for their properties, right? Right. The investors, invested in it, right? The investors invested in it. I understand that they have to get back, but why? I'm not understanding why they have to get back their money. I'm still not fully understanding that. We've got a caller. Oh, Lord, the wrong one. We've got a caller online. Good night.
Good night.
Kiami.
And good night to the Grenadian people. Tell them good night again.
Good night, my love.
To the Grenadian people, home and abroad. Patricia Arthur, Campbell, good night. And to Mr. Matthew, good night in Canada.
We partner Matthew.
Mr. Watt. And all the Grenadians in America, Canada, England, the whole of Europe, Grenadians abroad. Sheldon,
Yes, ma'am.
let me tell you something. I don't know why we crying, you know. And I don't always have to say that. You know, sorry, and he say that. I don't sorry for us. The people under Dr. Mitchell, good night, Dr. Mitchell, wherever you are. Under Dr. Mitchell rule, this man and all the rest of ministers want us as Grenadians. They want us. These people speak to us on every platform, every little meeting, in every little corner, they want us. Why are you complaining now? I'm tired and I'm fed up. That's why sometimes I don't call. I don't understand. So it's nobody to be blamed than ourselves. We have to blame ourselves. We will not have problem if NNC was in power right now with this hotel where they sell it and where we have to pay back. We the Grenadian people are going to, excuse me, we the Grenadian people are going to pay that money, pay this is Russian, boy. Them is Russian and tell no American.
I have Russian friends. I like Russians.
So it's good for us because a lot of NNC supporters that put the NDC in power. And it's the truth. A lot of us are balling and calling and make them that vote for NDC. But for God, no, I didn't vote for NDC. I don't care. I went in that place in prison, and from the minute time I went in there, I go and put me X by the house. They tell us put the X by the house. I do go and put it by the hat. Check all you get in. I must get heart attack now. We see trouble in Grenada. We see trouble. Dr. Mitchell warn us. Peter David warn us. Miss Clarice Modest warn us. Miss Lauren Ben warn us. Every one of them who doesn't track. And now you go and vote. And now you have to pay back. The people must. So when they get they pay almost $1 million they pay. And look how much we have to pay them now. Now we have to pay for it. I want to put it by the heart. And none of us is speaking out. You have people that don't get their money for weeks. They walk in the road. I have a friend. They walk in the road and they don't get their money.
I'm hearing three fortnights. I'm hearing 3 fortnights they didn't get their money.
Yes, some people, they call next because the children working with NDC. And they're getting all their money now, think nice with them now. They start, I want all you come deal with me. When all you meet me in the road, tell me something. Let me deal with all you. People hungry, are tired. I come in TV just got tired. Every day somebody complaining. Children complaining, and I have a heart. I want to know if Mr. Richard Duncan is a mother and wife and children. And all you know better. All you know better, and all you make that deal. I know Mr. Duncan, when I was a caretaker in the Ministry of Finance, and it surprised me when I hear him speaking on the television concerning the passport. All you don't love Grenada. All these wicked people. And I want God to keep me around because a lot of you go work with stick just now in Grenada. If all you love Grenada, all you don't do anything. If all you love this piece of rock, some of you all call yourself intelligent people will never do that to Grenada. And all you come from poor from family, all you. All you mustn't do them things that a lot of people suffering. Even if they didn't vote for NDC, that people you all know. All you went to school with, and some of all your neighbors suffering. I am speaking about the poor people like me and others that is suffering in Grenada. all you sit back in America when they go up there and meet all you as if everything is like, it's not nice and rosy. It's not nice and rosy in Grenada. Mr. Deacon Mitchell, as the Prime Minister of Grenada, my name is Camille Teresa Scott, and I really like to meet you face to face, sir. Face to face, I'd like to meet you. And you must fix the road in Moline. We need that road fixed, sir. We need the road. That road, it was under NNPD done. Right? We still in trouble. Coming down in Jones Road. All these bad-minded people. Mr. Lennox Andrews as the permanent secretary under NNP during the time. All you there in office now, help the poor people in this country. I'll go to 10 people one day. All the money and all you have, you must go. And all you go need the people. All right, I'm warning you all. This is the road. Boston having problem. Me having problem. Other people having problem. Some of the busmen and them, they can't come back because of the road. It's not right. It's not right. I'll call one of these days and say something, and I don't lock me up, you know. I will say something, and I don't lock me up. I don't stop finding the Grenadian people. Stop finding the Grenadian people. And that Tillman, he made highway. But that will never happen on that Tillman and Nazim and them. When Tillman Thomas was the Prime Minister as an NDC leader, that never used to happen under their watch. All these wicked people. But some of us have to pay for it because we want a young, bright, intelligent lawyer. So take what are you getting on your backside. Good night, Grenada.
Good night, Cammy. Prodigal sons and daughters come home. Prodigal sons and daughters come home. All the time to come home. Eh? All you went and straight, time to come home. We have work to do. You understand the kind of things that are taking place in our country right now? We have work to do. Yeah? I've been putting up the messages and so on. One of the things I personally don't want this program to be about me at any point in time. The program should be about you and about the issues that all of us are facing. I don't want the program to ever be about me. But I'm putting up some of the stuff from the program and I realize people responding, they can't respond to what we put up. So they're responding and talking about me. Well, if their heart hurting them, they know what to do. Don't watch the program. Simple as that. If you can eat peppery food, then who put it in your mouth? It's your own hand. We have a call online. Good night.
Hey, good night, Sheldon.
How you doing?
Hey, just good, man.
All right, go right ahead, bro.
Sheldon, is an understanding going wrong that, NNP for the last, how much years? 25 years, for the last 10 years, haven't done nothing in Grenada. Nothing. We hear that from the leadership of the NDC and some of the members, fanatical members. They will say that NNP hasn't done anything in Grenada. And they say that with such boldness, without shame. And a friend of mine called me from the States and asked me, what happened? We hear in this talk that the NNP hasn't done anything in Grenada. And I said to them, anything like what? What you wanted NNP to do? And they say, well, develop the place and things. I say, you see how you could call me now? That is NNP. I say NNP that bring technology in Grenada that way. Help develop that technology in Grenada. And liberalize the telecom market and all this kind of thing. So that you could call me so nice and easy now. And even free. I say NNP. I say, isn't that development? I said, if you come to this the country, how you left it 35 years ago, you may lose when you come in Grenada. Because in every village, there is road in the back, roads and all kinds of things. You can go in the village and come out in the next end. I say, NNP has spent time developing the rural areas, especially the infrastructure. Say, man, my brother, what them people mean is that NNP should have made everybody in Grenada get rich. And they haven't seen that. It's not easy when you meet a country or you take a country that was so poor and you have to develop it. I say right now what the NDC is doing, they are riding on the horse that NNP take care of and bring it up to this stage so they could throw saddle on it now and just ride. I say, and it is the most backward thing I ever heard and the most dunce thing I ever heard when somebody could open their mouth and say that NNP has not done anything. Schools, ministerial complex, hospital, the NNP have shown it. The port, terminal, NNP has shown it. NNP has changed the face even of St. George's, even made Grenada a little bigger. I tell them, I said, you know, these people say this thing. It's a thing to blind you all in the diaspora and make all you feel that Keith Mitchell has had Grenada so backward. I said, that's not true. Keith Mitchell had spent time developing Grenada electricity, water. I said, man, you remember the days when we had to bring water from here to there? I said, no. Keith Mitchell has eliminated that in Grenada. Electricity places where they didn't have no current. Keith Mitchell brought electricity there. I said, these are not the works of the NDC. So the NDC now could ride on these things because they don't have to do that anymore. That was already done. So for them to open their mouth and say nothing wasn't done, it's an ungrateful statement. It's a backward statement. It's an evil statement. And it's a done statement. And it's an unpatriotic statement. People who does not feel Grenada will open their mouth and say that. It's a statement that comes from the belly of hatred. It is not even a political statement that you use against your opponent politically. It's a backward statement that is being used against your own country. And I said the things that this new administration is doing, if NNP had done these things in the manner and how this new administration is doing, we'd have seen the street full of unions, people full of all kinds of things. We'd have seen them writing letters, saying this, calling all kinds of things. But now all of them put their heads between their legs and they allow it. They say nothing. Some of them not praising it, but they're not saying anything against it. They're quiet. And I let him know, I said, look, Grenada is better off today because of where NNP leave it. Because where NNP bring it. That's why we are better off today. And NNP will always go down in history as a party that worked hard to change Grenada and has changed Grenada. Thank you, Sheldon.
All right, my brother. 4407377 and 347-329-3101 is the number for those of you in North America to give us a call, or you all alternatively can call us on 1473-440-7377. You can call us, you could call us on the WhatsApp line. You could call us there as well. Now, several things over the last two callers. Camille rose the issue of Molinier. And let me tell you, we're heading now down to the end of another year, and people are wondering what's taking place with that Molinier Road. The Jones Road was never constructed for the type of traffic it has to deal with now. It was not constructed to deal with the type of traffic that it has to deal with now. So you're having a problem where different sections of the road are collapsing or having problems and so with that piece of the road. Right? Camille is a person who has to traverse that on a daily basis. Daily basis. She has to be passing through that road. So she understands what the average person who lives on the western side, in particularly anywhere from Bojeju go right up, has to go through on a daily basis when they have to come to town. So the Molyneux Road, that project is important. This government, the NDC government, changed the original plan. If they had stuck to the original plan that was put in place by the consultants and not interfere with the hillside, if they had stuck to the original plan, by now, we'd have been passing there already. Yeah, we'd have been passing there already. It would have been traversable. We'd have been able to pass there and avoid having to go through and inconveniencing the people of Mount Moritz and so on now. We'd have been able to pass through Molyneux. It would have been fixed by now. But no, as usual, they know better than everybody else. And they changed the plans, interfere with the hillside, which was not originally part of what should have been done. Interfere with the hillside come down, endangering the houses now on the top. The houses on the top, they're in danger. So they endanger the houses on the top and go and interfere with the hillside, stall the project now. I hear one or two fellas maybe on the project or whatever, but it is not proceeding in the way that it ought to have proceeded. Businesses on the west side are feeling the strain over this, huh? They are feeling the strain over this. It's unfair to them, it's unfair to the people on the western side. Because that project ought to have been completed. It's the same person who is the Prime Minister now. When he was on the campaign trail, go talking about road collapse in the constituency of the present Prime Minister. Yeah, he was talking about that. And using that everywhere he go, look at road collapse. As if something that the New National Party had done caused the road to collapse. It was a natural phenomenon. Yeah? It's something that occurred naturally and has occurred in different areas in the country naturally. But he was trying to give the impression that it's NNP that doing that. So he was using that as a stickling point when he going around. Look, road collapsing in the Prime Minister constituency. Well, look, you had over a year to fix it right now, and instead of fix it, you make it worse. So the people who living on that side now have to go through all that they're going through. I think we have a call online. Hello, good night.
Really,
Rastafari.
very good.
Yes, man, for the time being.
Listen, I'm hearing something about the 19th of October.
Mm-hmm.
I want to ask, where does that leave February 7th?
I'm trying to understand in what context you're really making this
were they trying to make October the 19th a holiday, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Not they're trying. They are making it. They've stated it as a fact that this is something they are doing. So they are making it a holiday.
where does that leave the 7th of February? That used to be Independence Day.
That does not have an effect on the 7th of February. 7th of February is our Independence Day. It remains that.
Oh, so that will still remain?
Yeah, I thought the question you may have asked is where does that leave the 25th of October? Since you now have the 19th of October as a holiday, where does that leave the 25th of October?
Yeah, that could come in too, because I remember the 25th should be a holiday.
No, not used to be. It still is a holiday. It has not been removed. No. So you have the 19th and the 25th as far as I'm picking up.
So that would be two different holidays?
Yeah, within the month of October. So
well,
the 19th and the 15th.
In my view, Sheldon, some people may not agree with me because holiday people like to get a holiday off to do other things. But we lose a lot of money during those holidays that we have enough.
Well, while you lose one side, there are people that make money because telling you check Party Grenada before the end of the week, check Go to Fed before the end of the week, you're going to see what's going on. Check them, you're going to see. It's the promoters and them that go in and make the money. But meanwhile, banks are closed, so banking can't take place and so. Other institutions are closed, the hardwares and all these things, they're closed because it's a holiday. And as such, they're losing money.
And the people who pay the 18 million and they're getting back 22, they're getting back 3 times what they pay.
Well, as I said, they're getting it back in US and they pay in EC.
Yeah, but they're getting it back because about $54,000 when you think about it in the 18,000. If you check it 3 times, you get 54. And if you check it in US, you're getting about 58,000 or something. So why the government had to pay more than less, and they getting less, and they get less? I understand that.
Well, my brother, who know what shake can take place. All we're saying is that we hear stuff and We're asking questions in relation to it. But as usual, this government doesn't care. But we can ask the questions, but they don't care. They're not going to answer. They're going to avoid answering the question totally.
Another thing I heard, there was a program last night. I can't remember the program with Byron, and some Atibal and Mr. Diali. They were saying that the Prime Minister is very popular. He's extremely popular. Yes, that might be true, but popular we go. He is not popular with the Grenadian people anyway. So, I mean, when you're talking about popularity, he might be popular with the global elites, the powers that be. But when it comes to the people are not satisfied with his leadership, so what kind of popularity are they talking about?
Well, let me tell you this, sir. If I go to an NNP political meeting and I send out 3 people in that political meeting to find out what is the best party to run Grenada, my poll findings is going to say 100% of the people polled said the New National Party, because an NNP meeting. Yeah? So if you're only asking your question inside your own house, you're going to get answers that you're looking for.
Yeah.
So when they ask a question about him and his popularity and that sort of thing, it's who they're asking.
Oh, yeah. If they're going from the masses.
Yeah, if they go in an NDC meeting and they ask who is the best person to run the country, they're going to hear that they have the best Mitchell. That's what they're going to hear because they're in an NDC meeting.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
it's true.
So it's according to who you're questioning. That's why when people are doing polling, they use a wide cross-section and sampling of different categories of people within a country so that they get a better understanding.
Understand of things. Yeah.
These people are just talking. They're just blowing hot air. They don't. If it's based on scientific data done in a scientific way, it's one thing. But to just come and tell me that, I mean, I think we know better than that.
Yeah. It's nice talking to you, man. Have a good night.
All right. Thank you very much, my brother.
Yeah, bless you. Yeah.
440-7377. That's 440-7377. Let me just remind again, my good friends in the Ministry of Youth, the rat situation, because it is even affecting the Grenada Trade Center. All the rat going across there. Sort out the rat infestation at the Grenada Youth Center, please, and stop opening up the staff, because listen, the staff could work from home in a while. You all have them on rotation, some coming in, some staying home, and then next week some come in and some. Stop that nonsense, because any of them go down with leptospirosis, it's your fault, right? So please, as I said, if you have to call A1 Pest Control, you could call Devon Romain as well. Devon Romain does pest control. Yeah, he has a pest control company as well. So you could call Devon Romain. All you know his number. You mean all you go call him and all you do his number? You could call him, man. All right, or call me. All you know how to find me, right? And I'll give all you his number, right? And if all you can't find Devon, all you could call A1 Pest Control. And the amount of rat all you have, all you might need both Devon and A1 Pest Control. We have a caller online. Hello, good night.
Shalom, good night, sir. How you do?
I'm quite fine, actually.
Right, man. I cannot believe what I'm hearing there with my 2 big ears. Imagine that me and you children have to pay money until we finish. This $22 million plus other millions and millions of dollars that this government going to put our children and ourselves to pay. That is a criminal act, which could have been avoided. This man don't have a conscience. I heard Miss Leonard Judge call on this man program today, Mr. Pierre program, and confirm that the old lady, the lady sick, and her son going to school. They used to give his son $100. They take the $100. The poor child had to assist the mother before he go to school. What kind of criminal act these people are them doing in Grenada?
But you all doing like if you're dealing with a group of people that care. They don't care, so they go do things like that.
They don't care nothing.
And you have to not get your blood pressure up, to not give yourself a stroke. You have to get to the understanding they don't care. So that thing ain't supposed to shock you.
I'm telling you the honest truth. And I'm telling the world that after election last year, I had cable to listen to GBN News. I just cut it off because I don't want to see them. And I don't even want to see on my phone. When I see them on my phone, I don't even want to see them cutting it off. And I don't want to see no advertisement. I don't want to see this Prime Minister is a wicked man. I don't want to see none of them. They are very curious. They are very advantageous. These people and them don't make sense. They don't make sense putting all this pressure on Grenadians and saying NMP don't do nothing. Look over it, Mr. Prime Minister. Look over Grenada. Look over Grenada. You're playing this kind of fake smile you're giving me to say that you love Grenada. And you don't love nobody. Who you love? I don't like to see you this kind of fake smile you're giving them, and keep your whole fake smile for yourself now. Thank you, Shalom.
All right, my brother. Well, I hear there's also a bed bug infestation. Wait now. So the send home staff from the Ministry of Youth today, that bed bug infestation down there. Nah, boy, they really need A1 person. What going on with the youth center? Yeah. So that bed bug infestation. But no, if you have rats, the rats will bring bugs with them. So you will have that in truth. Yeah. That would, if you have a serious rat infestation, yeah, bet your bottom dollar they bring bugs with them to say we'll end up with a bug infestation. So staff was sent home today from down there. Bed bug infestation down at the youth center as well as rat. Well, call A1 Pest Control. Them fellas is the professionals. As soon as A1 move in, rat, bat, cockroach, termite, all of them move out. No, seriously. You have to call them. But somebody said something earlier. Let me play a little something for you.
So much people complaining about the government. I wonder why they're complaining when it's only 1 year they spent. They come in and complain to me, which I find strange, because the election victory, majority voted for change. So then I start to wonder, what is some of them seen? Why complain to this fella when they know my color is green? It seems like they don't have patience. That's the reason why. Or something pricking the conscience they just cannot satisfy. Don't blame me, don't complain to me. Why complain to me? Change you wanted to see. Oh, don't blame me, don't complain to me. Why complain to me? Change you wanted to see.
Zingo, good night to you, bro. I know if you're listening live, you go listen to Kathy Pope. And of course, my loving Cathy Albert, good night to you and Kyle. I hope both of you are having a wonderful night. Ian out there in Canada, a special good night to you as well. Yeah, let's get back to 440-737. I think a call was coming through and I missed it there. 440-7377. Hey, Cousin Koi, good night to you. Margaret, good night to you and your husband. I know you all are locked in. So a good night to all of you. All right, I hope everyone is having a wonderful, wonderful night tonight. But yeah, rats as well as bedbug. No. And the thing is, the rats are now crossing over into the, from what I'm hearing, they're crossing over to the Grenada Trade Center. It's not that the Grenada Trade Center has an infestation. The youth center has an infestation and the rats are crossing over. Yeah, they're crossing the border and go across to the Grenada Trade Center. So Ministry of Youth, solve all your rat problem. And now all your bedbug problem, two staff can't come to work. Pauline, what going on down there, girl? What going on in that place? Also, over the weekend, for the first time in a very long time, I took a bus going over the hills. And I must say, no. A surprise I hear, Bala, how come I hear all the fellas call Fluffy? I hear all the fellas call and say anything. No. Yeah, I know every now and again, but the state of that road going over the hills, all you ain't saying nothing in relation to that. You guys have, your chaps have nothing to say about that one. No. Something seriously wrong there. All right, and folks, to let you all know as well, on Monday, we will be having on with us I still call him the Honorable Oliver Joseph. So on Monday, Mr. Oliver Joseph will be on with us. We have various things to discuss. So that will be taking place Monday, God's willing. All right. So Oliver Joseph will be on with us on Monday. And I was listening to the morning programs because I always listen to the morning programs. They know as well as you know that I listen to the morning programs. Good night to you, Mommy George, and a loving good night to you, Keda. I hope you're having a wonderful night. Amisha, good night to you as well. Yeah, I hope all of you are having a good night. Right. And when I heard someone call and said that NNP never do nothing in all these years, it shouldn't be shocking or surprising to you. It is obvious that the person is unable to carry on an intelligent discussion. That's the first thing. That is clearly apparent. Because I often say, if you were to take a cricket ball, wherever you are in Grenada right now, you take a cricket ball and you throw it any direction, you must hit at least 3 projects that the new national... In fact, don't use a cricket ball because that kind of hard. You might bust somebody's head too. Use a tennis ball. But throw it any direction, it's going to come in contact with at least 3 things that the NNP did. At least 3 things. Because even if you go down in the south of the island and you see the work that's taking place on the airport right now, it's not the NDC. That's the New National Party Afterglow. That's still stuff that was started under the New National Party. In fact, the people that are in this government now were the ones that were making noise about the taking loan and they go in and fix up airport and all this sort of thing. Yeah, not understanding that you must upgrade your airport to maintain your international certification. And that if Grenada intends to have a 1980s airport in 2023 and 2024, our airport will be downgraded, and American Airlines and Air Canada and Amerijet, none of them would be able to fly here if we are decertified. So you must upgrade your facilities from time to time. Yeah? So the same people who grin and they will say they're going to cut ribbon when the project is completed. Right? But you all have to remember right now, where you checking in on the airport right now is not where you used to check in on. That was the car park. If they want to talk about NNP and do nothing, let's go at it. Where you are checking in on the Maurice Bishop International Airport right now, where you go and you check in for your flight, that used to be the car park. Right? All right or wrong? It used to be the car park. It is under the New National Party that the airport was expanded, and that was put in place for you to check in there, because you used to check in the center part. That's where you used to go and check in, and so that was done. The paid car park was put in under the New National Party as well. Right? You had the refurbishment of the road coming right up, going up to St. Patrick's. Many years ago, that was done by the New National Party. Maybe these people were not here. Maybe they were out in space or something like that. So they had to call and say something like, NNP never do anything. Yeah? They passing in front the stadia, which are the second ones built, because the first 2 were destroyed by Hurricane Ivan. So these are the other 2 that were built afterwards. They passing in front it. They go in and sit down and watch cricket in it. They go in and sit down and watch school sports and the Grenada Invitational, and so they go in and sit down inside there and watch it. And the same people sitting down in the stadium saying that how the NNP never do anything. They go in the fish market in town and they buying their fish. No, they're not going across the road on the other side where the fish market used to be. I've been in town long, eh? They're not going on the other side where the fish market used to be. They're going where the fish market is now. I've been in town so long, I could tell you that that's the second foundation that the fish market is on. There was a first foundation that was built, and when Tropical Storm Lenny passed through town in 1999, it destroyed the first foundation that was laid for the fish market. People who are around town could tell me. I was in town when Tropical Storm Lenny passed, when the waves were hitting and nearly passing over the NIS building. In fact, some of the waves did pass over the NIS building. And for the waves to hit and pass over the NIS building, I have to tell you, that is the sea that was there. But now what you have there? Reclaimed land. You have a cruise ship terminal. So anybody that's saying that the NNP never do anything had to be amok. They had to be crazy. Or they had to be drunk on politics. Maybe they're on crack. Because they can't be a normally functioning, sane individual. They had to be stupid. Cruise ships used to come in Grenada and have to stay out in the water, and you had tenders that used to have to go. The younger people ain't know this. Those people in secondary school ain't know. Some of them in TAMCC don't know this. The cruise ships used to have to stay out in the water, and tenders used to have to go out and meet the cruise ships. Take the people off the ships. If the waves are rough, then them people ain't coming off the boat. Because the tenders had to go out, park up next to the cruise ship and take on people and bring them into the port. Yeah? Sometimes some of the cruise ships, according to what, used to come and park up on the port. In between the container and where the offloading cement and wheat and all kind of thing is where the cruise ship used to have to go and offload people. So banana loading on that side, cement offloading on this side, and cruise ship park up between. And in fact, it couldn't even happen like that fully because the port itself was not the size that it is right now. I remember interviewing, as a journalist, Mr. Ambrose Phillip when that port was being expanded. Yes, expanded. So that you have the CARICOM jetty and all of that. I used to have to go on that port to go and clear newspapers and all kind of things before the expansion. So I know what was there. I could tell you as much that when the port was expanded, that the first thing that they had on the ground was asphalt. And with the heat, the asphalt started to melt. But that there was a clause in the contract for the people that did the work there that they come and put in what you're seeing there now. That wasn't what was on the ground in the port, the cement and the different thing, the kind of bricks and so. What was there first was asphalt. And it couldn't take the heat, and so it started to melt and get wavy. But there was a clause in the contract that the company had to fix that problem on their own. Where you used to go, did we have a ministerial complex? The same ministerial complex that they just paint and doing like if they do something special because they paint the ministerial complex. You didn't have a ministerial complex. When you had to go to the Ministry of Education, you had to go over to the drill yard. Yeah? You had to go over to the drill yard. At a point in time when the Ministry of Finance burned, the Ministry of Finance was over in where the Nutmeg Association building is. That's where the Ministry of Finance was. When you had to find Ministry of Education, you had to go here. Ministry of this day, all the ministries was all over. The NNP came in and said, no, we bring in all the public workers into one location so that you don't have to, when you're doing something, you don't have to leave here and go quite over there and take a bus and go down here to get to this ministry. And so bring all the ministries into one location. Yeah? I think the Prime Minister's office was where? I think was around where if I remember correctly, was a building where immigration is somewhere around there. Right? But these people still saying NNP did nothing. Yeah, who brought traffic lights? And who bring the traffic lights that they hook up and they can't turn on right now? For whatever reason, they're waiting to turn on the traffic lights. We'll come to the phone lines just now. Who did it? Yeah? Who did it? Who built the port in Carriacou where the Osprey is going to right now? And who got a lot of fight down to build that port in Carriacou? Listen. My eldest brother, Cammy know who I'm talking about. My eldest brother left Grenada in the year 1971. Yeah, I never saw him except in a picture. Left Grenada in the year 1971. Returned to Grenada for the first time last year. Right? I think it was the ending of November, middle to end November last year. For the first time since 1971. And was amazed at what he saw, the development that he saw in Grenada. So maybe some of them need to go away for 40 or 50 years. So then they go understand development that took place in Grenada. Yeah? I remember when they did the road up in Montjalou. As a journalist, I used to be on all these different things, and then when they do that, as a journalist, when they build the cruise ship terminal, I was there when they launched, when they opened, they cut the ribbon for the cruise ship terminal. I was there as a journalist. I remember the old hospital, you know. Part of the reason I have dreadlocks is because I had stitches behind my head, and I started to grow my hair to hide it, and I ended up just growing the hair. And I remember having to go and get my head stitched in the old hospital, where the maternity ward was upstairs and the emergency room was downstairs. So in the emergency room, and sometimes, because it's maternity upstairs, you know what you're hearing sometimes. I remember that. When they had to sing cat in the hospital. Because cat all over, cat left, right, center. Cat in the hospital. Doctors bawling puss. Nurses bawling puss. Patients bawling puss, puss. I remember all of that. So anybody that being honest to themselves and don't want to seem to be an idiot cannot say that the New National Party did nothing in the 1990s. You know, when you go to PTA and you go to a school, you used to see the principal vehicle park up in the parking space. And them school didn't even use to have much parking space because they didn't expect anybody to have a vehicle. So, yeah, the principal might have a vehicle, the vice principal, maybe. Or a teacher that may have had, whatever they have from before, they may have a vehicle. So 2-3 vehicles. These days, teachers can't find parking space in schools because they've gotten to that economic level that they're able to purchase vehicles. Before, as a little fella in Springs, I could have stayed in the road and we could play cricket in the road. And I'm not talking about only on a Sunday, during the week as well. Because it's when a bus or something passing. So you could have stayed in the road and play cricket and get how much overs. We used to be able to do it. You can't do that now. So who's saying that nothing was done? Ask them who did the fish market up in Grenville and the fish markets on the west coast and coming around. Who did the bus terminus in Sautez? Who did the bus terminus in Grenville? Who did the market in Grenville? Who did the housing projects? The same one they want to throw out people from now in Sobeys and Frequente and Mount Gay. Who did those housing projects when others were giving up houses? It was the New National Party that say, hey, I'll give them the money already, but hey, we ain't in that at all, you know. We want the houses. And were able to negotiate and get the houses. Who did the refurbishment to those playing fields and so to bring them up to the standard that they are at right now? Who organized for the lighting that some of them putting up right now and getting ready to turn on like if it's their idea, when the lights were ordered and everything before? When police officers, you call them and you ask them, we have a vehicle. One of the first things the NNP did on returning to office in 2013 was made sure that the Royal Grenada Police Force had enough vehicles. So if they want to talk, we could talk, you know. In the first 6 months of the New National Party being in office in 2013, we're even talking about all the money and all those youth biz and all this, well, not youth biz, Grenada Youth Enterprise Initiative. You're talking about things like youth ambassadors and all these other programs that you had under the Ministry of Youth. Because first you had a Department of Youth, it was taken from Department of Youth, and then it was made a Ministry of Youth. Who started, remember, when you had to go and send telex and all them kind of thing? Who broke the monopoly? Who are the two men that were called by the Caribbean Regional Telecom and awarded, and I'm trying to remember if the year was 2009 or 2010. Who were the two individuals that ECTEL called and awarded for breaking the monopoly of cable and wireless on the Caribbean? Check your facts, because it was Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell and the Honorable Gregory Bowen. These were the two people that were called and awarded by ECTEL for breaking that monopoly, because you know what that opened out? That opened out the Caribbean being able to get the internet that we have right now. And all of us being able to have the latest devices that we have right now. And the opportunities that we have right now in business and education and healthcare and all of these things. Because of the work of Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell and Gregory Bowen in breaking the monopoly, because it was broken here in Grenada. So if they want to talk about what a party did and who don't do nothing, what them do? What they do? Sell Grenlec for next to nothing and all kind of stupid agreement. In 1994, that is what they do? What have they done? What has that particular party done? Between last year and this year, what have they done? Yeah, what have they done? Folks, you know what? Let's go back to the phone lines. Let me ease up on that one now, man. Yeah, let me start to take some. You could take a tennis ball, throw it any direction in Grenada. You must hit at least 3 things with that tennis ball that the new National Party did. You must hit at least 3 things that the new National Party did. Any direction. And they could attack, they could say whatever, because by the time they reach on attacking, it means they cannot respond to the facts. Yeah, so attack, I don't care. Water off a duck's back. But they cannot respond to the facts. Let's take this call. We have a call online. Good night. Hello?
Chairman?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, where did it go?
But no, I want to know that whether mean nothing was done in Grenada.
What?
These people sick.
He just has some wicked people in Grenada and they shame. Some wicked people have no apology over that. And some of them shame to speak about what the NNP government did when they was in office over the years. You hear me? Because I could recall where I live in right now was a little track. Sheldon Scott was a little track.
Wrong long, you know.
Was here. You hear? And Dr. Kit Mitchell that give us that road in Bushes, you hear? And the amount of work that the NNP government did. I could recall a lot of roads in River Road, in the town of St. George, in Grand Mall, Fountain Isle, come up, Montgomery, Busheju, right where the Chinese had the houses there. When water starts used to come down on all in people's house, in the yard. Yeah. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
The amount of by roads all over Grenada under NNP. So that if people know, Mr. Scott, they know, you know. Don't feel they don't know what NNP did for Grenada, Carapon, Fiji, Martinique, you know. They just bad money and they hate it. Eat the hate.
No, but it had to be a
so that's why they say NNP do nothing.
A person had to be a dunce to make that statement.
Just bad money and that's why you cannot sorry for some of us in this country. Because they know what NNP did. And they tell them nothing. They know Sheldon. So you can't sorry for some of us. Because we bad minds. That hate feeling the heart for a man that help them. That hatred. Monkuma Road. And the Fiat started that road in Willis. And they didn't finish it. And then come and they finish it. And then they kill Monkuma Road. But look, Ron take he go and cut the ribbon, as you see. And you know what I don't like about these people? I don't hate them. You cannot say about hate. I don't like them. They have a nasty attitude. None of them never say, but thank for what they did, the NNP did in this country. Grenadians home and abroad, no. Some of them never come home for 30, 40 years. But they have some used to come every year. Under NNP time, and they know they go right from Grenada. They go in their villages, and when they go in their villages, they don't even know where they was. Because of the work Kit Mitchell and his cabinet did in this country. So don't worry about them. They have a conscience. But Mary say you have a conscience.
Kami,
And a lot of them are
as late as 2000, 2001, you had certain communities that did not have pipe-borne water, that the NNP made sure that everybody have it. They have it now.
Dr. Kit Mitchell, the water, they give toilet. All what the toilet, they get nice toilet with nice time. But it costs us to take them people. That's what I don't like. Marty Wales, are you wicked? And I don't sorry for some of you. Because I didn't know this people work. They didn't perfect. They make some mistakes. We always make mistakes in our life. But they did their work. Give them what due to them. And they still still helping people. NMP supporters are still helping. Keep Thaddeus Mitchell and some of the ministers still helping. Still helping. Yes, still helping. So I don't know what you're talking about. I tell all the time, we tell you face to face, and you put him in jail. Because what I'm going to tell all you, and I don't want to talk here.
Kami, before you say something, you vex, later.
Give them what truth to us.
Kami, later.
Give them work. Yes, Scotty.
Right, my dear.
One meet any one of them face to face. Toast any one of them. I expose you now, you. God hear me. Anyhow, have a good night, Brother.
Same to you, my love.
People know you. Have a good night. Dr. Michelle and team, good night. I don't care what all you say. He did what he had to do for this country. He did what he had to do.
All right.
Good night.
Good night. Yes, indeed. Folks, yeah, 440-7377. That's the number for you to call and get on to the inside. I think I have a caller on the WhatsApp. Let me go over to it's not loaded yet. What's the matter with the WhatsApp? Come on. Yeah, come on, WhatsApp. Yeah, so I think we've got the caller. Hello, good night.
Good night, Sheldon. How are you?
Hey, I'm good, man. How are you doing?
You forgot. Great. You forgot to mention CCC. CCC was in Grenada for over 10 years.
I didn't forget, I didn't finish.
Yeah.
I'll leave in the rest.
That helped changes the lives of many Grenadians. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And number two, who was the person went out to get the World Cup in 2008?
Yeah. It was the 2007 World Cup, and it was Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell led the Caribbean in relation to getting the World Cup cricket here in the Caribbean.
Right. So I would like you to mention that.
All right, my friend.
These are that particular one, that World Cup, is a very proud moment for Grenada. Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, we were seen all over the world.
I worked during the World Cup.
You know, I never knew that I would have met some frontline people in cricket.
Mm-hmm.
And up to today, I have contact with a few of them.
Mm-hmm.
It was honor because we were looking out for that. Yeah? And we became friends, and a lot of the guys, they was by my place for about 17 or 18 people for 2 weeks. Top line, front line journalists. Not no ordinary people. Yeah? So we should be proud of that. I mean, we don't criticize for the sake of criticism. Where credit is due, we should give it openly. Yeah, because it is for Grenada and the benefit of the Grenadian people. There is no reason for it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah? If you have something, anybody have anything to contribute towards your place of birth, feel free to do so. You know, we should be proud. When you achieve good in life, we should be proud, no matter how we do it. I mean, we did it and we get it. You know, whoever did it under whichever party, whatever, it doesn't matter. Once a good come, we should appreciate it and take it. Yeah, but let us don't criticize unnecessarily. Yeah, have a blessed night.
All right, my brother. And let me say this as well. You even had, I remember the Concorde coming to Grenada. Yeah, the Concorde. When the Concorde is, I remember the Concorde coming to Grenada. I was on the airport. Yeah, I went down there for that. Yes, I remember all of these things. I remember when every other Caribbean island, because of what happened in Grenada in 1983, all other Caribbean islands, even though their governments may have been left-leaning or leaning to the right, all of them were afraid to go and approach Cuba because they were afraid of how the Americans would react if Cuba, a fellow Caribbean brother, was approached. Who went? Who opened the door for everybody else? Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell was the one that went to Cuba, met with the late Fidel Castro, yeah, and secured, although he used to get some of the scholarships in between through Mr. Terence Marichaud, and so he used to get 1 or 2 even back in the days with, what they call it, the thing again? I'm trying to remember the name of the party. The MBPM. Yeah? Dr. Mitchell opened the floodgates. And that is how now some of the professionals that working in the government service or have their own business and so, they came through that. They got the opportunity, and then when the rest of the Caribbean realized, wait now, but them prime ministers say, Keith, you go. They call, they say, well, what's now, since you go, are going too, you know. And that is how a lot of them ended up going to Cuba as well. We have a caller online. Good night. Hello.
Good night, Sheldon Scott.
Hi, good night.
How are you doing?
I'm quite fine. You can go right ahead. You're live.
All right. But Sheldon Scott, this lady that's saying that Keith Mitchell never do anything for Grenada. Why you expect? If the Prime Minister could stand in Parliament and tell the Parliament Keith Mitchell never do nothing for Grenada. So he come from the lead. You can't blame the lady. Shall I remember when Lagoon was the dump and you're going by Lagoon and you have to hold your nose because first the Lagoon was smelling bad?
Boss, I used to go and fish. I used to go and fish over on the ballast ground, you know.
Yeah, no, look at Lagoon Road. I could remember the infested old hospital before. I remember that hospital before he was infested with cat and rats. Dr. Mitchell, the NMP, come and fix it up in 2008. And the next half of the hospital to abandon in 2013. Dr. Mitchell again had to come and fix it up. So this lady, these people and they must learn to talk facts before they open their mouth. Thank you, brother.
All right, my brother. And that's the thing. We have to call them out on their nonsense at times and remind people, because see, the younger generation, a lot of the things I talk about here, the younger generation don't know what I'm talking about, you know, because them never went in the market square and take a bus yet. They never went and do the market and then just jump a bus in the market square to go where they had to go. They never went through that. So they don't know. They only know the bus terminal. But they know that it's the NNP that put that bus terminal there. That before was in the market square, you start to go and get your bus. They don't know about that. When man lying in between the Gaza and the areas and them down the Jamaica and so, they don't know these things. I stood up in town and watched Pitch Pine Bar get destroyed by the waves during Tropical Storm Lenny. With the waves, the storm surge. From Tropical Storm Lenny, the storm didn't come here, but the storm surge that it caused some significant destruction on that side of the island, going all the way up to Guave. Yeah? And again, the new National Party had to take the reins and deal with it. When you had all down where the home was, down on Granans Beach and all those places, they're flooded. Flooded. Yeah? Flooded down there with Tropical Storm Lenny. The floating dock that went. All the destruction that took place by storm surge back in 1999. These young people don't know about that. So we had to talk about it. We had to tell them the cruise ship, you start to stay out in the water. And the boats, you start to go and pick up these people and bring them in. That is what used to take place. You have to tell them. I stand up in town and watch 007 bar go under the water. I was wrong. When you hear them talking, I remember at a time, and then we brought in these set of fire trucks, and they had some of them that was like Land Rover and thing. You know where you could see them now if you go on SSU camp. You could see some of them gone through and then in the back there and different things. Yeah? But when they brought in all these little fire trucks and they had fire trucks, these smaller fire trucks and so, because you know some of our roads narrow and thing all over the place. It was the new National Party that brought in those things, and all these things took place under the NNP. So only a fool, an idiot, or somebody that just wicked to the self and to the nation would make a statement and say that the NNP didn't do anything. You have to be wicked to the self. When it came to the development of young people through programs like Imani, Grenada Youth Enterprise Initiative, Youth Ambassadors Program, you have people that sit in Parliament and so that came through some of these programs. That started off as Imani and so on and ended up sitting in Parliament. Started off through Youth Parliament, all of these programs. When they used to spend $16,000 on a ministry, on a department, right, of youth. And right now, like, that is the direction that Ron and French trying to take it back to. Yeah? Like they're trying to take it back to the point of being a department within a ministry. Let me take the phone call. Hello, good night. Hello. Okay, lost that caller. Like they're trying to take the ministry of youth and take it out from being a ministry and put youth back as a department or something. At a point in time, Ministry of Youth was attached to, not ministry, Department of Youth was attached to Ministry of Education. Another time, it was attached to Tourism and Women Affairs or something like that. It was always like a stepchild attached to different ministries. It took the new National Party to focus and get a fully operational Ministry of Youth, and it took this NDC administration 1 year to destroy it. 1 year to destroy what was done by the new National Party over the years. We have a call online. Good night.
Hi, good night, Sheldon.
Good night, my dear.
Good night. The Parliament House, they're making all the bacchanal, they know how it built. Remember, Parliament House used to be, after the one on by the church breakdown, it used to be down in the trade at the youth center.
The trade center?
They never knew nothing about Parliament House. Keep that build the Parliament House was the same way too.
All right, my
I
dear.
don't know what they're talking about. He do too much wind about here. He that give us water. He that give us light. He is the one that give us that.
No, we had to call them out because the young ones don't know. We had to tell them.
Yes,
We had to say it.
do it. He do a lot for us.
I find some of us like we're afraid to talk. We had to say it. We had to say it as it is. You did bus when you go in Grand Anse, bus used to pass Lagoon Road? Bus didn't used to pass Lagoon Road, bus used to pass through Belmont.
Yeah.
They didn't used to want to pass Lagoon Road.
Well,
it is
I
when
don't
the
know
new
if
National
it's
Party built over there.
Gratefulness is a cost, and that is what we, some of we Grenadians have. We have cost, and the cost that we have befallen their children because they're too wicked. They're too wicked. There's devils in human form. We didn't have the road in Darabo. We didn't have the road. We tried to pass in red gravel.
All right, my dear. Hello? All right, my dear. Thank you for your contribution. Yeah. So listen, these are the sort of things we have to tell the young, because you know who they're focusing on? They're focusing on the younger ones. They can't fool me. They can't fool most of you that are listening to this program because we was wrong. We saw these things. We know what went on. Yeah? Them wasn't old. These young ones, they wasn't even old enough to go in sugar mill. When the mill was the mill, they wasn't even old enough to go there. All right, so they know about them thing and them. But we have to tell them. We have to tell them who developed the Maurice Bishop Highway to the point that it is right now and who had the plan to develop it even further. Yeah? It's certainly in the people that are there right now. It's certainly in them. Yeah? We have a caller online. Hello, good night.
Hello?
Hi, good night, caller. You're live.
Yeah. And tell them about Lagoon Road. Lagoon Road. Vehicle couldn't pass in Lagoon Road.
You didn't used to go down there?
Pass on top Belmont. All the poor day. Tell them about that.
I'll do that, my friend. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. And then I could tell you, I used to go on Ballast Ground. Ballast Ground is where you have Port Louis right now. I used to go over there. We used to go and fish because I used to get some barracuda in between there, boy. We used to go and fish and thing there. But the thing is, because you had all this old iron, and some of this iron looked like it was there since World War II. Some of this old iron and all these things and them that it had there. People they used to go around there. Was a little shack and thing. Fellas used to go and drink their rum and thing over in that area. And I'm talking about just as recent as in the 1990s, the late 1990s, early 2000s. And when the late DeSavary, Peter DeSavary, came to Grenada and he wanted to develop that, the same naysayers who is advisors and so on to this group that are in government right now, the same people who's the advisors, the lackeys and hangers-on at the administration that's here, were the one that was trying to run Mr. Peter DeSavary when he came. I would never forget when they held a forum on a Sunday morning. They held a forum and Mr. DeSavary came and defended himself. He was able to defend himself. When they started asking questions, they said that the lagoon is a volcano. And it's an active volcano. And if you go and put down pile to go and do the structure and them down there, that's how they go wake the volcano and all this kind of thing. That is what sensible people that's supposed to have sense, was telling Mr. Peter de Savary on national television on a Sunday morning. Yeah? Who was talking about they grew up swimming. I still have that video somewhere. I'll find it. Yeah? I don't lose things easily. Was telling Mr. Peter de Savary that they swim the old iron. I tell you something, look like it's tank they take out of Germany after they bomb it in World War II, and they had all kind of old iron and thing. On Lagoon Road, people didn't used to pass there. The bus used to pass through Belmont. You want a bus, you walk down from Springs, you walk down to the road there, you take a bus, you go down Granance. And even Granance, even Wall Street was the road. You all know this. Where Wall Street is right now, that was the main road. The young ones don't know. It is up to us to tell them and make sure that they know. Because like even some of us forgetting too. We have a caller online. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, sir.
Good night. Is this Talking Points?
Yes, it is. And you are live. Go right ahead.
Okay. He is outlining all the achievements that the NNP has done. But the latest one that the NNP has done, he is not outlining it. They are taking claim and brave enough to say they pay pension. Let him make it known to the Grenada people who make it possible that they could pay it. Which government, which party made the pension payment possible? That the achievement was not of the NNC, is the achievement of the NNP.
You're
That's
absolutely
one of the greatest
correct.
achievements that they take.
You're absolutely correct.
So this is my point for tonight. That's all I have to say.
Thank you very much, caller. Yeah, I keep hearing them saying that Jack caller is so correct. They keep trying to take all the credit for pension. They meet the money. The NNP was able, through prudent economic management, to have the money there to pay. Right? They were starting the process, getting the names together, how much you have to pay, all of that together. The election call. Now, if the NNP had rushed and paid the pension before election, the same set of people would have said election gimmick NNP trying to buy people. That's what they would have said. The same people, they had nothing to do with paying the pension except to actually take the money and hand to the people. That is all they had to do with it. But remember, there's the same set of people that when the terminal was being built in town, when it was putting the fish market, and it was putting the bus terminal in town, and it was reclaiming the land and putting the cruise ship terminal in town, these are the same people that was on national radio, that was writing in the newspapers on a weekly basis. We didn't have internet and thing like we have now. That was dial-up back in those days. So they were in the newspapers every week, and they were on any forum they could find on radio and television, saying that how Granance Beach go wash out. Because the waves and them, how the waves angling when they're coming into the tongue of St. George, when you go and you put the cruise ship terminal there, all the water going to lash back on Granance Beach, and all the sand going to be washed out of Granance Beach. Well, we're still waiting to see that one. We're still waiting to see that one. And you must remind them that the NDC wasn't the first to pay no pension. There ain't no NDC achievement. Back in about 2016, 2017 or thereabouts? I remember a lady from St. Paul's was one of the people that benefited from that when they paid out how much million in pensions. That was the new National Party. So to try to beat their chest like we come and we pay pensions. It's like you living in a house, the electricity bill come, and you had to pay the electricity bill, so you start to beat your chest and pay the electricity. Well, you living in it. So who you expect to pay the electricity bill for you? But they start to beat the chest, we pay the pensions. The big and the bad, we pay the pensions. We have a call online.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, tell them Seller One, where all the bank is there. I was the first person start a roast Conde by Seller One.
Mm-hmm.
Tell them where the old health, tell them where the health center was. Where the health center was, the Granance bus.
That's where the Bruce Street Mall is now. That's where the health center was around that area, and you used to get your Granance bus around there.
and Grandad's bus used to park up there.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what they're talking about.
All right, my friend. Thank you. No, they're saying NNP never do nothing. That's what the people and I'm saying. And that's what these people and them claiming that NNP never do nothing. So we have to call them out on it. You have to call them out on it. NNP never do nothing. So Grenada still mash up after Hurricane Ivan. We lost over 80% of the housing in Grenada. St. David's devastated. South of the island devastated. Tongue devastated. Other areas got some serious thing, but the worst hit was the south of the island and St. David. Got the worst hit. Yeah? But all them places still mash up, ain't it? Because NNP never did nothing. They never come and build back better. They never had the what was the name of that statutory body again? Was the National Reconstruction something? I can't remember, the National Transformation, whatever. Yeah, they're like NNP never had that. They never had that. Yeah? We're still using dial-up in Grenada, don't worry. Anytime they talk, just remind them. The reason they're able to talk and say what they're saying right now is because Mr. Gregory Bowen and Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell broke the back of cable and wireless monopoly. These two men in Grenada took on a world entity and broke their monopoly in Grenada. I don't think we understand what I'm saying here, you know. Cable and wireless is no small company, you know. They're all over the world. And here in Grenada, where they thought they could hold on to the monopoly, it was broken by the work of Mr. Gregory Bowen and Dr. the Right Honorable Keith Mitchell. That is why you are able to view this program right now online in the way that you're able to use it. Because if these people still had the monopoly, Papa, you feel bothering with us down in this neck of the woods? You know, still be on dial-up somehow. We'd seriously still be on dial-up. Yeah? So we're still waiting up to now. From that time that they say if you build a cruise ship terminal, Grandad's Beach go wash out. We're still waiting to hear, you know. I tell you how wrong when Spiceland Mall built. I remember the things they used to say about Spiceland Mall, or who has share in it and all kind of thing. Well, I don't know. Maybe somebody else has shares in it now. When people used to take bus to go down in Spiceland Mall when it now open on a Sunday. Because something new, yeah, Spiceland Mall, you had Lamaki and them before and little food fair and so. But you had Spiceland Mall and people taking bus to go down there on a Sunday, making bus to go down in Spiceland Mall. And those kind of things. Yeah? The schools that were refurbished and you had the extension on the schools and that took place in every single part of Grenada. Every single part of Grenada, you had schools refurbished or rebuilt or built. Every single part of Grenada, you had these things taking place. When the NNP came in 2013, you had a problem when it came to ambulances and so. A serious problem when it came to the amount of ambulances you needed. It was the NNP that made sure early up in the game and start to get ambulances for the people of Grenada. Yeah? But NNP ain't do nothing. Yeah? Everything that this administration has done is based on what the New National Party has done thus far. Everything that they have done. Yeah? Everything that they have done is based on what the NNP was able to do before. Who brought call centers and so on, and that provided a lot of jobs and still providing a lot of jobs for young people here in Grenada. If the NNP didn't do anything, so Grenadians mad then. So Grenadians gave them 15 seats in 1999 for doing nothing. Grenadians gave them 15 seats in 2013 because they didn't think they could do anything, and then gave them a back-to-back 15 seats in 2018 because they did nothing. No, yeah, and I'm saying it, it's not that I'm just saying it because I'm feeling to talk. I'm saying it because I want the younger ones who are listening right now to hear and know where we were and where we are right now. So my brother, he was out from 1971 is when he left. First time he came back last year, well, he died earlier this year. God bless his soul. May his soul rest in peace. But when he came back to see how Grenada had changed and how Grenada had developed, yeah? I remember having to go down in cable and wireless on the carnage to make an overseas call, you know, or to find a phone booth. I remember having to do that. I know what it's like to send a telex, you know. So, nah, ain't that old. But I know it's like to sell a telex or telegram. Nah, I ain't know about that one. That one is that one is a lot older. Let me see if I could get this call here. Somebody's calling on the WhatsApp. Let me see. Oh dear, I'm sorry to who may have been trying to call a straight line. I just realized I had the straight line engaged. So whoever was trying to call, I'm very sorry. We have a call online. Good night. Hello. Oh boy, it seems as though that person is having a problem. Let me just give them a minute to see if their call can reconnect. But I realize some folks may have been calling on the local line, but it was engaged. So I am sorry for that. So, oh boy, it seems as though this person is having problems with their service wherever they are. So they will have to call back or call directly. All right. We just have a few minutes remaining. 440-7377. That's 440-7377. You can call and get on to the inside. And let's go here. Hello, good night.
Yeah, well, I don't say long, eh? But it seems like some people think that NMP was in government in 2008 to 2013. Not NMP that was in government in 2008. Because remember in 2000,
you had to make it quicker. You had your time already, and somebody else is trying to get through.
The port men leave and go and fight for the road work. Men leave the truck pack up on the port and go for the whole. Because the port was hardly anything was taken. And Grenada was under standstill, and nothing was going on during that time of the NDC while in government. Right? And even the policemen, they didn't have proper gear to fight crime. They used to get shoes. Transportation was a problem to fight crime. But I shouldn't have a blessing.
All right, great, thanks. Yeah. Oh boy, and somebody else was trying to get through. Let me hope I get them now. Hello, good night. Hello.
Hey, Shalom, good night.
Hi, good night.
Yeah. Shalom, I want to recall that on a similar program, I heard the Honorable Prime Minister said from 1983, 84, nothing has been done to Grenada, Carriacou, and Pittimatnik. And they are coming to now to show people how to get this done. But I don't want to go and talk about that now. I want to talk about people know about people. Do the young people know a place they call Love Boat, Clancy Island?
No,
they don't know about that.
You're gone past my age, they know. I was a little fellow. I wasn't even around them time days.
Right. They don't know about that. That's the same Lagoon Road where this Discovery developed down there. Take out there and you have, how you call it, Port Louis. That is Port Louis today.
But remember the fight down Discovery get to do that? You remember every week is something in the newspaper. Every week was something on radio or TV and so on. These people went after Discovery. They tried their best to run him. And
yes, I remember that. It's the same thing that they did when Oliver Joseph got the 2 hotel in St. David. They demonstrate the mangrove. They make all kind of rumors today.
You want me to give a joke? Some of the same people who was there that Sunday morning on that program, I think it was on Community Channel 6, who were there attacking that project that Mr. Discovery was doing. One night I go to have, I go down and check for a little pizza and thing down by my boy down there on in Port Louis. Who sit down there? The same people that was attacking Mr. Discovery. The same people sit down drinking wine and having dinner and all kind of thing with their friends. The same people that was telling Mr. Discovery, lead the place how he did. Where you going down there and do that? Look at music festival, all kind of thing take place down there.
Exactly. Well, I hear you talk about Barry's Ground, so you must know Barry's Ground is a place we used to play a lot of cricket there.
Who expanded the TAMCC so that all the students don't have to leave like Carriacou and different places and come down? I remember students from Carriacou used to board down here. When I was going to TAMCC, well, it wasn't even TAMCC, it was Grenada National College. And I remember I had some friends from Carriacou and Pittimatnik, including Father Logan, that had to go and lodge up on Bailey Hill in Springs. They were living down here to be able to go to TAMCC.
Exactly. Sheldon, before you become TAMCC, it used to be Grenada Vocational Institute.
Yeah.
I could tell you that because I went there.
Well, when I was going, they still had some of the chairs with that marking in the back of it.
All right. So when I hear people talking about what did NNP do, I could give them a listing the ministries used to be scattered all over town. I don't want to go there too much because I know you spoke about that already.
Well, let me tell you something. We're talking about mainland. What about Carriacou? What about what Elvin Nimrod and then followed by Kindra Maturin Stewart were able to do for Carriacou? When I first went up in Carriacou, back in the early 90s, to what Carriacou is now, two totally different places.
Exactly.
Carriacou have a better road network than us, you know.
Yeah, Carriacou has a beautiful... I woke up there a good few years ago. And when I came back down here and I went back up there recently, I was shocked.
And let me tell you, you remember going to Carriacou, and when you reach in is Brunswick, that's called area there. When you reach by where the plane is, you had to wait. You had to wait for a plane to land before you continue on your journey. They used to lock the gate because you had to drive across the runway. The vehicles used to pass across the runway to get to the south of the island. So if a plane landed...
Is that happening now?
No. No, so, Elvin Nimrod sort out all of that. God bless his soul. Exactly. Elvin Nimrod sort out that.
Exactly.
You understand?
Exactly.
So look, St. Mark's. I could just point out in different places, St. Mark's. Where do housing projects and so in St. Mark's come from? Where the housing projects in St. Mark's, who they come under? Exactly. Who the schools in St. Mark's fix and expand under? Where the young people from St. Mark's and St. Patrick and so who went out and are now medical doctors and engineers and so on that got the opportunity to go to Cuba and got the opportunity through expanded opportunities at SGU. Because remember, SGU was a medical school. Now it's a full university offering arts and sciences. And so all of that was done under NDC then.
Exactly. You see, when people don't know, we have to, you see, a lot of young ones didn't know. A lot of young ones didn't know the transformation and the agenda of the NNP. So when they hear people saying what they do, what they didn't do, and things like that, the best infrastructure development took place under NNP. The best electrical rural electrification is under Dr. Mitchell and Gregory Bowen. I could tell anybody that.
Brother man,
because I know water.
In the 1990s, right? Living in Springs again. Sometimes you had to get up 1, 2 in the morning to try and catch as much water as you could because when it gone, he gone. Exactly. When he gone. And what a lot of people had, everybody had standpipe in the community. People didn't have the water necessarily in their house. In different areas was a standpipe. How much standpipe it have around now? I know of one. I know of one standpipe. One.
Yes. So Sheldon, I am simply saying, who don't know, give them the facts. And who know, talk the truth. Because these people who saying, because they hear the Honorable Prime Minister of our country make a simple, ugly, rotten statement, no development did not take place after the 1983 Maurice Bishop International. The stadium is there. The bus terminus is there. You're talking about the cruise ship terminal, the ministerial complex. All these was done under the watch of the NNP. So I don't understand when they're talking about the development, nothing was done. I can't see that. Oh, I heard you mention. I didn't know you know about that too. Taking the big boat bus in the market after you done buy your produce and thing. It was big. It wasn't small bus.
I in my time it was the small bus. Although I take the board bus too. I did take the board bus, but in my time it was the small bus.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
But I remember people selling the produce there. My grandmother used to send me in town. I had to go down in town and go and get she blood pudding and thing on a Saturday morning.
Exactly.
I must go and get it, and I must go and get she cassava cake and them guys she cassava bread. All these things and them. It had an old lady. I used to have to go by her, pass by Cousin Pearlie and thing, get me stuff. And back up in Springs.
There is a lady that used to sell the back and neck roti in the market.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if she's alive or she dead. That is where people used to go and feed every Saturday, maybe every Friday and Saturday, because she was noted for that, making it right there. Them bus drivers, big boat bus drivers, that is where they used to feed. Look at the market today. Look at it. A bus, no bus ain't going in the market. You have a bus terminal, a cruise ship terminal. You have two Espinal, you have two mall, and you can judge the. Well, I want to judge is the Espinal.
Well, you have a bus terminal in Grenville too, you know. Man, believe me, it's just amazing. I can't believe somebody could make such a stupid statement. But the good thing is that we're saying it, and I want everyone to know it's important to spread the message. Where we used to be passing in the cocoa and all kind of thing, and you don't have no light and thing in between there, the cocoa still there and it's a light in between now.
Exactly. Anyhow.
All right, my friend. Thank you so very much for your call. All right. Lovely. Yes, indeed. Folks, that's all the time we have for Talking Points tonight. Yeah, I take an extra couple minutes and so tonight because we fight up for a few minutes when we're starting. So I take an extra few minutes tonight because I think and I understand and I believe it is that important. It is that important that we continue to let people know what was done, who has the ability to do, which party has the record of getting things done. And I like one of the callers, they're jumping up on, they pay them ain't pay no pension. They was in the house at the point in time, so they had to service the utilities. Just tell them like that. It is not a major achievement. You're sitting in the driver's seat, so you had to buy the fuel. What do you expect? You just pull up in the gas station and somebody else go walk up and say, hey, let me fill your tank for you and just fill it for you? No. That is not the case. You're in the driver's seat, is your vehicle now. You had to fill it up. You had to service the vehicle. So don't come like if we pay the pensions. Like if you were part of negotiation, if you were part of the entire thing to come and pay the pensions, it is not a case like that. It is a case where you happen to be the government at the point in time, pensions are to be paid, and you paid the pensions because of, not in spite of, because of. But as one listener has messaged me and said, people are entitled to their own opinions, but not their own facts. Folks, that's all the time we have for tonight. It's been wonderful being here with you. Yeah, look, somebody's still telling me again here about other things. They're talking about the fish market in Guave. They're talking about the hospital in Guave. Yeah, the mini hospital in Guave. They're talking about that. That these people and them still wouldn't finish, fix up and thing. Yeah, all of that. Right? Folks, that's all the time we have for Talking Points tonight. It's been wonderful being here with you. Yeah? Oh, okay. Yeah. It's been wonderful being here with you. And in everything you say and do it safe and secure. I want to be speaking to and with you and not about you. And I have a special song I'm going with tonight for you, man. Let me run that one for them.
The house solid and the pillars strong. Don't stop the progress. We moving on. The house solid and the pillars strong. Don't stop the progress. Take a good look around. The house solid and the pillars strong. Don't stop the progress. We moving on. The house solid and the pillars strong. Don't stop the progress. Take a good look around. 95 we rule this country. The new national party. The capital administration. Show plenty progress in my land. Opportunity for the young people. The Imani program and skills training too. We taking Grenada to a higher level. Concession farmers getting people between me and you. Don't stop the progress. Don't stop the progress. Don't stop the progress. Don't stop it. National Stadium. Don't stop it. Fish market in town. Don't stop it. The bus terminal. Don't stop it. Cruise ships and all. Don't stop it. General Hospital. Don't stop it. Nurses school start up. Don't stop it. Depot expansion. Don't stop it. Here police station. Don't stop the progress. Don't stop the progress. Don't stop the progress. Don't stop the progress. Don't stop it. Don't stop it. Don't stop it. Don't stop it. People, it was never easy. So much obstacles and faced with Emily. Hurricane Ivan came and destroyed our nation.
politician, government and people working hand in hand did what we had to do to rebuild our nation. Now we getting praises all over the world. No reason to turn back now, let's keep shining for gold. I say don't stop the progress, don't stop the progress, don't stop the progress, don't stop it. Airport expansion, don't stop it. Medical station, don't stop it. New schools all around, don't stop it. From country to town, don't stop it. So much pain free, don't stop it. Business loans that way, don't stop it. Ministerial complex, don't stop it. We ain't finished yet. Don't stop the progress, don't stop the progress, don't stop the progress, don't stop the progress. Don't stop it, don't stop it, don't stop it, don't stop it. Don't stop the progress. Don't stop the progress. Don't stop it. National Stadium. Don't stop it. Medical station. Don't stop it. The bus terminal. Don't stop it. From country to town. Don't stop it. General Hospital. Don't stop it. Business loans that way. Don't stop it. Depot expansion. Don't stop it. We ain't finished yet. Don't stop the progress. Don't stop the progress. Don't stop the progress. Don't stop the progress. Don't stop it. 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 The house solid and the pillars strong. Don't stop the progress. We moving on. The house solid and the pillars strong. Don't stop the progress. Take a good look around. The house solid and the pillars strong. Don't stop the progress. We moving on. The house solid and the pillars strong. Don't stop the progress. Take a good look around. I know who I voted for. NNP I voted for. Tell me who you voted for. NNP we voted for. So let's keep moving. The economy growing. Let's keep moving. Construction booming. Let's keep moving. Every man is smiling. Let's keep moving. Salary receiving. Healthcare improving. Keep moving. Pension coming. Keep moving. Better condition. Keep moving. NNP the party for the land. Let's keep moving. Show me your colors. Let's keep moving. Your great colors. We came back in 2013 with a clean sweep we win 15. And my country progressing. NNPD winning team. 3,000 jobs for humanity. The way forward we please. Numbers of higher education. The passport yet for your billion. We create small business. We have the possible bliss. Room in billion a day. NNP all the way. Let's keep moving. The economy growing. Let's keep moving. Construction booming. Let's keep moving. Every man is smiling. Let's keep moving. Salary receiving. Healthcare improving. Keep moving. Pension coming. Keep moving. Better condition. Keep moving. NNP the party for the land. Let's keep moving. Show me your colors. Let's keep moving. Your great colors. X-ray unit in Maryville. Farmers and complaining no road. Hotels building from Liberia. No turning back, we shall prosper. Silverstone and Mount Cinnamon. Development goes on. Transformation of TAMCC. School upgrade on the NNP. Just wing of the hospital. Almost complete and standing tall. Let us all come together and put the best of Grenada. Let's keep moving. The economy growing. Let's keep moving. Construction booming. Let's keep moving. Every man is smiling. Let's keep moving. Salary receiving. Healthcare improving. Keep moving. Pension coming. Keep moving. Better condition. Keep moving. NNP the party for the land. Let's keep moving. Show me your colors. Let's keep moving. Your great colors. The party strong and we're moving on. 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 Kirani James new stadium. More investment to come. training courses to China, India and Japan all over. NDC want this country, forgetting the good pay salary. We ain't going back there. Voting the house on election, let's keep moving. The economy growing, let's keep moving. Construction booming, let's keep moving. Every man is smiling, let's keep moving. Salary receiving, healthcare improving, keep moving. Pension coming, keep moving. Better condition, keep moving. NNPD party for the land, let's keep moving. Show me your colors, let's keep moving. Your green colors. The party's strong and we're moving on. 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 The party's strong and we're moving on.
Move! Let it move! Let the progress continue! I said move! Don't stop the progress! Move! Move! Let progress continue! If you're holding back progress, let it go. Stopping the progress, let it go. Blocking the progress, let it go. Holding back progress, let it go. If you're holding back progress, and you're stopping the progress, and you're blocking the progress, let go the progress. If you're holding back progress, and you're blocking the progress, and you're stopping the progress, let go the progress. So no matter what they say, NNP is here to stay. NNP on a mission, shining bright like a beacon. Man, the whole wide world could see what they do for the country. So many development, our money is well spent. So despite all the old talk, man, we solid as a rock. Let us keep on moving on for the sake of the nation. If you're holding back progress, and you're blocking the progress, and you're stopping the progress, let go the progress. If you're holding back progress, and you're blocking the progress, and you're stopping the progress, let go the progress. Progress, 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 progress. If you're holding the progress, and you're blocking the progress, and you're stopping the progress, let go the progress. Move! Let it move! Let the progress continue! I said move! NNP, you are the best. You are better than the rest. So my brother and sister, please don't look any further. When you see it's time to vote, everybody should take note. No if, no but, no maybe. Give your X to NNP. It don't matter where you are. We should all come together. Let us look to the future for the sake of Grenada. So if you're holding back progress, and if you're blocking the progress, and if you're stopping the progress, let go the progress. If you're holding back progress, and you're blocking the progress, and you're stopping the progress, yo! Let it progress, 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 progress. So if you're holding back progress, and you're blocking the progress, and you're stopping the progress, yo, let go the progress. Let it go. Let go the progress. Let the progress flow. Let it go. 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 So when people join with me and stand up for NNP.
For there is a wind of change, it blowing through the Spice Island.
Listen to the people, Mr. PM. Don't play with the Canadian people, cause the wind is turning around. At all, like all you did only plan how to win. And after that, all you can do a thing. At all, poor people balling, they can't eat a meal. So what? It's like all you deaf and can't hear that still. Still waiting for one project to take off. Like it's only Nazim how them could start. But prepare yourself and bang your belly, cause the wind turn around heading back for we. So I said the wind of change, it blowing in the next direction. Man, the wind of change, it blowing back where he came from. Yeah, the people out on the streets, we want kids, we want kids. Man, they say they're tired, they can't take it. We want kids, we want kids. Man, the country balling, it's sick. We want kids, we want kids. So they need a doctor to come fix it. We want kids, we want kids. Hear the young men out on the block. And they say they're tired of the old talk. Listen to them, every day is blah, 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 blah. Left alone, and they can't see action to back it up. Oh, Lord. Be careful, the wind turning around. Be careful. PM like the whole country on a halt. Like your cabinet brain locked in a vault. It looks so. Teachers pondering on what they go do. The pushing program, or you cut that too. More people, sir. 600 million as they say you have. Why you still living for people to start? Not talk about corruption anymore. Don't fool out yourself, but the people know. They know. So I said the wind of change is blowing in the next direction. Man, the wind of change is blowing back where he came from. Get the people out on the streets. We want kids. And they say they're tired, they can't take it. We want kids. All you know, all you lie and cheat. We want kids. But say that kids are son of a whole. We want kids. Hear the young ladies in the town. Listen to them. They say they're tired of run around. Listen to them. Still waiting for some good to come. Where's it? They're waiting still. Them and their children born in the sun. Hold on. Be careful, sir. Don't play with the Canadian people. The wind come around. Woo. Open your eyes, sir. Listen to us, sir. We healthcare system, well, that's in array. No talk, no medication, so them nurses say. Be careful, sir. Unemployment, well, that gone up sky high. Too high. CCC coming back, that was a lie. Big lie. Plenty people now, they living like back. Afraid to see ya meet a man when he pass. They say they can't wait for another year. Keep playing your deaf and all you can't hear. Listen, but I said the wind of change is blowing in the next direction. Man, the wind of change is blowing back where he came from. Hear the people out on the streets. We want kids. And they say they're tired, they can't take it. We want kids. Man, the country groaning in pain. We want kids. They will never make that mistake again. We want kids. Hear the old people, them at home. My granny, they say right now they feel so alone. Don't leave them outside. They thought that I was coming to them. But it's like they end up with more problems. Listen to the voice of the people. Listen to the voice of the people. Listen, sir. The wind turn around, sir. Don't play with the Grenadian people. Don't. We are the winning team. We are the winning team. We will deliver. We are the NNP. We are the NNP. We are the NNP. We are the NNP. Grenada in Shida is our. Poverty rising by the hour. You don't see everybody sour. That is why we bringing back Jonah. We will deliver. Everybody, we will deliver. You don't know. People wanted change, so we give them change. Now it's big horrors, they wanted dollars. Unemployment high, for people go slow. For the country growth, and the sea must go. We are the NNP. We are the NNP. We are the NNP. We are the NNP. Grenada in Shida is our. Poverty rising by the hour. You don't see everybody sour. What's your face? That is why we bringing back Jonah. We will deliver. We will deliver. We will deliver. For you no investment, can't see no betterment. Only promising, but nothing happening. Well, how the country run is of great concern. Grenada fall down, so let Jonah return. We are the NNP. We are the NNP. We are the NNP. Oh, you mean? We are the NNP. Poverty rising by the hour. You don't see everybody sour. That is why we bringing back Jonah. We will deliver. We will deliver. We will deliver. We will deliver. What they singing?
Election coming, they know who they're voting for. You have a kind of chorus they were singing.
Let me hear.
If NDC win again, we cry it. If NDC win again, we ball it. If NDC win again, we cry it. If NDC win again, we ball it. I know.
Me partner Tilly meet me and tell you he vex like hell. He says by that grenade and go vote back Dr. Mitchell. I said Tilly 5 years now you there, you don't have to vex. And Grenadian people are stupid, they know where to put the X and they singing no OKI. No OKI.
Who you voting? Tell me, who you voting?
Squad, no OKI. No OKI. Lingan.
Who you voting? Tell me, who you voting?
Instead of NDC walking to build the country, look how they fighting like dog and cat in their own party. Some NDC supporters say they can't take no more. And they make Tillman get so vexed. Till he fire Joe and they singing no OKI. No OKI.
Who you voting? Who you voting?
Squad, no OKI. No OKI. Lingan.
Who you voting? Who you voting? If NDC win again, we cry it. If NDC win again, we ball it. If NDC win again, we cry it. If NDC win again, we ball it. I know.
NDC say a wind of change was coming in the country. Some people was so sad, some was real happy. If you thought Ivan and Yamali was the worst thing you see, they say NDC is the worst change to hit the country and they singing no OKI. No OKI.
Who you voting? Who you voting?
Squad, no OKI. No OKI. Lingan.
Who you voting? Who you voting?
Till afraid to call it the casino NMP go win. 5 years now they in power and they don't do nothing. Joe don't get ball out already, Uncle Bossing go win. Man, we fed up. Let the chorus come in.
Not one seat for them. NDC can come back at all. Not one seat for them. We want progress and no more scandal. Not one seat for them. Hear what I tell all you. When you vote in election, they let the progress continue. Not one seat for them. We cannot take that chance. Not one seat for them. Green is the insurance. Not one seat for them. We got to keep moving. So this election, when all you vote, let us bury Nazim. 5 years ago, we made a change because the country needed to be rearranged. NDC got in power. The country they couldn't run. Instead of lifting us up, them buggers they bring us straight to the ground. Look at how the country take off, man with so much speed. Just because we give Dr. Mitchell another chance to lead. When keep they in power, man we does beat with chest. Because that is the only time the country does make progress. Not one seat for them. Get the woman let we sweep clean. Not one seat for them. Forget woman we vacuuming. Not one seat for them. They have to have no romance. So if all you love your country, with yellow don't take a chance. Not one seat for them. Man, we want everything. Not one seat for them. Not 14, we taking 15. Not one seat for them. We don't want no opposition. Because them fellas in NDC have no love for the nation. Our worst experience was under NDC. So much mismanagement of the economy. We gave them a chance to run this country, but them boy couldn't do it. Even the blind could have seen. And I say they spend all their time trying to fight Peter, and they put the country in a state of disaster. 5 years in government, them fellas they spend fighting. They don't have a good track record. How the hell they expect to win? Not one seat for them. NDC can come back at all. Not one seat for them. We want progress and no more scandal. Not one seat for them. Hear what I tell all you. When you vote in election, they let the progress continue. Not one seat for them. We cannot take that chance. Not one seat for them. Green is the insurance. Not one seat for them. We got to keep moving. So this election, when all